And now the particles for now, right here. Cover art laid out just like the other ones, where I have the actual composition before I put the audio on it, and the actual particle layer in here. To explain it is pretty quick actually for this one. It's pretty easy. This is what's actually happening. And like I'd said in some other ones, I usually don't have thousands of particles emitting per second. This one only has 150. The reason why it looks like this though is because the particle type is this sprite. So this, you can probably see it bigger down here, but it is no longer like a single spherical pixel or like a square or the cloudlet from the other one. This one, the sprite actually looks like this little thing anyway. So when you make a lot of them, it kind of looks like the whole thing is being brushed over. I wanted it to kind of look like fire or something without being like a flame or something dumb. The other thing going on here is I think there is some more wind. Yeah, this one I have wind affecting it as well, which is why it's going up and to the right. Yeah, very straightforward. If you're wondering why the color doesn't look the same, like with the pink and everything that there is here, it's because I set the blend mode for the whole layer to not just be normal on here. Here's what it would look like. See? Eek! No. I set the blend mode to be add so that it's being added to the background. And in this case, it's that, gold color, yellow, that I had used for it. So it looks like that. But the interesting part about this is that when I was trying to scroll through and find where I might want to have the official cover art, the way these particles work is that you get these really interesting shapes throughout, and somewhere around like a minute or so, I forget where it was, but it can get very Tiki Man, where like there's a face in it for like a half a second, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. It might take me a while clicking around to find it, but you can kind of see how some of this space here could start to look like a mouth, or I don't know, like whatever. It looks like a tiki mask for a lot of it. So I don't know. That's kind of related to fire, like tiki torches, but not really. The other way in which this one was really important is that it was the one that while I was making all the other cover art, I realized had the least obvious contrast between white for the words now and the artist name. So I had to end up adding like a very, very, very slight drop shadow underneath here and really blurring it just to give it a little bit of separation from these really blown out parts of the particles where you just wouldn't be able to read much of what was going on there at all. So yeah, it's the reason why all of them have like a tiny, tiny bit of drop shadow. And I kind of liked it in the end because it gave me the vibe of like a fantasy novel that I would see at bookstores in my childhood. I feel like they'd have covers like that. Maybe they were romance novels, but I don't think they were romance novels. I think they were like fantasy, because they were like those type of used bookstores that were around everywhere. I feel in late '90s. Anyway, that's the story behind this one.